I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big fan of Katy Perry, and I don't really need an excuse to watch her film, but an excuse is always welcome. And for SoursFed NERD's Movie Club this week, that was the film that was chosen. So, here's my review. The film basically follows Katy as she prepares and goes on tour for her album Teenage Dream. It is awesome to watch her prepare for the tour and watch her outfits come together and the choreography and the sets and everything all fall into place and see her get so excited to go on this big, humongous international tour. But this film does have a really sad side as well. While unintentional, this film also chronicles the downfall of her marriage to Russell Brand. It is heartbreaking to watch anybody's marriage fall apart. But this happened in the middle of the biggest part of her life so far. And to see this person who at the beginning of the film was so excited turn into a person who could barely get her costume on and get herself to go on stage. It's sad. This film in no way makes Russell Brand out to be the bad guy of the situation. And it's basically that their marriage just didn't work. She so badly wanted to be with him, and the two of them were just unavailable for each other. It's really sad, and you genuinely get to see her break down multiple times. There is also a side to Katy Perry that I can personally relate to. No, I'm not an up-and-coming pop star, although I wish I was. I'm not. The part that I can relate to is that I also was raised by a minister father, and basically we both grew up soaked in Christianity. We lived in a world where we spent all our time in a church setting. We didn't listen to secular music. We were completely unaware that other people didn't live in this same setting that we did. God was central to our lives. And then we both hit an age where we discovered the outside world and realized how terrifying and wonderful the rest of the world was, and decided to make shifts in our own personal beliefs and what we were going to do with ourselves. I know it's not the same, but the feelings that go along with breaking away from what your family has raised you to do and believe and speak is really freaky and takes a lot of personal growth and choices that are not easy to make. So for the entire section of the film where Katy explains her background and you see her grow up in this Christian setting and then discover Alanis Morissette and how music can be gritty and real and not just centered around faith-based songs, I related to that. And I felt like more closely connected to her. And I think that's part of why I like her so much. I'm going to assume that by the time they got to the editing stage, Katy Perry had probably had a chance to do some grieving over her relationship with Russell Brand. She could have easily chosen to edit out all of the sad moments and all of her heartbreak and her curled up in the makeup chair crying because she couldn't get herself to move forward to even get on stage that night. But she chose to leave it in, and I think that that's because she wants the world to know that she is a real person and that she is relatable because she isn't some weird robotic fake thing. She's a girl who wears a lot of makeup and wigs, yes. And she wears fancy outfits and fake eyelashes, sure, when she's performing. But in real life, she has feelings and they were hurt. And I think it takes a really brave, strong person to share that with everybody when it's personal and painful. There's a moment towards the end of the film where Katy is trying to get through things and is clearly still in pain after the announcement of her split from Russell. She's obviously hurting and has to go support her sister who is getting ready to get married and go watch her try on her wedding dress. And you see her genuinely support her sister and at the same time break a little inside because it reminds her of how painful things are for her. Sharing that is not easy. Doing it in the first place is really hard. And putting it out there for the world to see is a really hard thing to do. Aside from all the personal stuff and my connection to her and how heartbreaking part of this is, every performance in this film is incredible. It seemed to me like for every single song, she changed her outfit, her shoes, her wig, her mic looked like it was decorated differently. It is incredible the effort that went into her tour. I wish that I could have gone and seen her on this tour. It looked like so much fun. She says she has a really strong attachment to like fairy tales and Alice in Wonderland and wanted it all to be a very like fairy tale experience. And it really looked like it was. The colors were so vibrant and the dancers were very like whimsical and fun. And her outfits were just fucking incredible. I mean, her whole look for everything head to toe was just awesome. I would love an opportunity to try on any one of her outfits. They were just too freaking cool for school. To me, it doesn't matter whether or not you really like Katy Perry. I hope that the other people that have watched this film for Movie Club can at least see the effort that she puts into her performances, her love for her fans, and that she is a real person who isn't afraid to show her weaker side. And in showing her weaker side, she's actually making herself stronger. Well, that's enough fangirling from me for right now. This movie was for Movie Club on SourceFedNERD. If you would like to join us, there will be a link below to that last video so you can check it out and join us. That's all I've got for now. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you later.
You just watched Stephanie talk. Don't forget to tell her what you thought. Share and like, maybe subscribe. Stephanie will see you